like your gameplay and today. If it's your favorite video, if not, just subscribe with the bell for never miss a day.
Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. You talk about impact players, that's Dwight Howard.
Well, you talk about physically dominant big men. I don't think there's anybody in the league that can even come close to Dwight Howard. He's so fast for a man. The things he does just really separates him from the rest of the centers in this league.
Yeah, and that's why teams, I think, are draping themselves all over him every time he gets the ball inside. He has to deal with a lot of physical contact and fouls, and certainly has learned how to power through and finish when bumped on his way to the hoop.
The Houston this one after running Oklahoma City Thunder. And there, great game, came right down to the wire.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
The drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview other candidates and left him free to interview for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee.
And here is Brooks. O.J. Mayo getting it to go from deep. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
But I gotta go to the doctor.
And that one misses. Well, Steven, back
and after the doctor, tonight we're making.
You know, the Hawks were one of the better particularly defensively. Boy, don't you just admire that tenacity he shows out on the floor.
Knight kicks to Mayo.
They really had no chance.
They were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
Rockets with the rebound.
They split the two games that they played.
It's Mayo on the wing. Indicator of how closely matched the teams in the middle of both conferences were.
Well, we know these two teams were certainly closely matched.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly.
7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now the feed to Howard. Unload for two. Again, Mayo missing. Knight picking him up. The drive by Brooks. The three from Harden. And it's good, assisting on the play. And now quite a start. A shot by Knight, no good. Houston.
Every time he takes the ball into
I just can't wait to Tuesday though.
Solid, steady vet. Just a pro's pro, we call it. Entering the final year of his contract.
You know, in three ball with one of their own.
So far tonight.
That's gonna mess up.
And Butler out of UConn, a good defender.
Because remember the last video,
one All-Star game
we were trying to wait and
now
then
going
it
into his
upload.
12th year in the league.
But
He's had a
it
great
was
career.
Now, here is Knight. After the miss from Marcus Camby.
He was
No good
old.
on the three-point try from Knight.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Inactive.
Shot is
It's
blocked.
inactive, so that means it's not working.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. running. Fires the three. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Tell you what, you got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in 09, they managed to
I just got to
rebuild
play
this
good
team without
defense.
tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive.
All right, let's go over to the
Just gotta play
sideline
good
with Doris
defense.
Burke.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He emphasized the need to set good, hard screens at the offensive end. He said the pick-and-roll opportunities are going to be there for them as long as they time those screens correctly. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thank you, Doris. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Warriors, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And
Yeah, we gonna get whooped if we go to the playoffs, just like before.
So far, they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Houston, sitting there 4 spots below.
Checking out Houston, they just sort of hung around. I mean, they're not among the elite teams, but they're not that far off the pace either.
Well, I think they're satisfied, Clark, with where they are right now because they're in decent position, as they move forward. This is all about just surviving the marathon in the NBA. Such a long season.
Harris misses. And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, and then when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together.
Here's Harris after the made shot from Beverly. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Delfino. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Delfino's got his first basket. And here we go now with Jeremy Lin. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And a missed layup. Ilyasova with the ball. Here's Harris. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Boy, I like the fact he didn't rush it at all. Fantastic shot.
And a high-scoring free.
Next Monday night, January 20th, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Live from United Center. Big time hoops coming your way.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Houston.
I'm on the
And the
bench.
points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
The Bucks trail. Patrick Beverly out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Terrence Jones. Then it's Omer Asher. And it's Caspi in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Lin gets a screen from
Bro, they keep setting picks, bro. Oh my god,
So we
bro.
have.
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Harris outside. Harris, right side. Harris, right side. Harris, right side. Kicks it to Udo. From deep. Shot is off. Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. They grabbed their own miss, and that one's good. Lynn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out.
Let me play. Let me play. Y'all always gotta sit me on the bench, man. Let me play.
It didn't really do him any favors on the court.
Dang.
In fact, I think you could easily argue that he's been playing with a target on his back for opposing guards who would like.
Hey, let me play, bro. I'm always on the bench 24/7, man.
Give him an easy 2. No easy buckets
Tired of
inside,
this.
force free throws, and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
This is why I like Madden over 2K, bro. 2K tripping, bro.
Breakout season. It also brings players wanting to measure themselves against you, saying, let's see how good this guy really is.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I think if you ask Jeremy, he'd rather be playing and having that challenge than, have it the way it was before when nobody knew who he was or really respected his game.
That one misses.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but he led the league in ejections too, with 5. He's got the control and manages emotions a little better.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. Again, Mayo missing. He hit a 3.
On the freaking bench, man. I can never do what I want to do.
Tries again. And sent back by Howard.
Hey.
Camby sets the screen for Brooks. In low to Camby. No good. Excellent D from Sanders. Back to Sanders, he said he's taking steps to keep his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals are piling up.
Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made that next step. They haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Brooks the best to Garcia. Back to Brooks. Feeds to Howard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Bucks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Gotta find something, you're right. But they get it back. Mayo kicks the buck. Passes it to Sanders. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston.
That's why we keep losing, because you keep sitting me on the bench. Just let me play the quarter. Every time. That's what we keep losing for.
And the Rockets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Brooks outside. Pass to Campbell. Harden outside. Just 5 to shoot. Nice shot by Brooks.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Knight dishes to Mayo. Here's Sanders. Shot is off. He's going to take it the other way. They'll be being host to Portland for their next game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Great open look there. And it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now here's Mayo. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
He's going to have to find the range. He has not scored in this quarter.
Outside Williams. The dish to Camby. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
For a while during his career, Marcus Camby was a terrific two-way player. Fantastic at blocking shots and could stretch a team with his jump shot. But now he's pretty much a defensive specialist off the bench. Although that's a role that I think he can still play fairly well.
first free throw is
18th season in the league. Remarkable. College Player of the Year back at UMass. Great rebounder, shot blocker. Still making his contribution out there.
Ilyasova. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. Here's Walters. 1:35 left to play in the first half. And Neal kicks to Walters. That one's outside. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Camby. Soft touch off the glass. Camby's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow rookie.
Draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after their move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know Clark certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly. Don't.
And so Cannon nails both of them.
You know, they changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
Here's Delfino, and another three for Milwaukee.
Boy, I tell you, room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Neal's.
Now it's always going to swing. And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Harden, and it's blocked by Delfino. Second chance shot. And so that brings the first half to a close. Houston on.
It's been the Rockets having their way. They're still sitting in 5th place in the colors, their leading scorer. They've also been getting a
Sprint halftime report presented by Sprint.
The afterlife.
All work is okay enough as well.
Well done. Certainly a great team effort. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.